Hi everyone, welcome to Student Remedy. I am Daniel.
I'm Jisu.
I'm Alina.
How have you all been?
Awesome.
Fine.
Good. So, before we get started, let me introduce what Student Remedy is and why we're doing this now. Can someone explain what the Student Remedy is and why is it created?
It is a place where we give advices.
Mm-hmm. And more?
Jisu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's almost right.
The-
Yeah. Student Remedy is basically the platform that we created in order to discuss some common issues, share our ideas or opinions upon them, and figure out a solution and give advices to students who are struggling or agonizing with it. I feel like recently a lot of students, including us, kind of struggle with numerous concerns about their money, life, family, friend, grade, and so on. And this podcast is exactly for those students who have anxiety and seek advice but don't have people to talk to. We should be the people who can listen to their concerns. I think introduction was too long, so now let's get to the point. Today's topic that we got from one anonymous student is, can students raise pets?
wow, that's cool.
Great.
That's great.
Yeah, okay. Has anyone here ever had a pet?
Me,
Um,
I have a
yeah,
cat now, but I had many other pets before. Now I have a cat. It is 2 years old. Um, First it was found near dog rescue center, so we brought it home.
oh, that's cute. I used to have a pet as well. How about you, Jisu?
uh, I never kept pets, but I'm thinking about whether to have one or not. I think today's topic is great because it's true that a lot of students these days are having concerns about raising pets, and two of today's members have already raised or are raising pets, so we can discuss today's topic very at various perspectives.
You're right. Anyway, Alina, what's your opinion on this topic? Do you agree or disagree?
Well, me as a current pet owner, I agree that students can keep pets.
Cool. Jisoo, what about you?
I still disagree with this topic.
Okay. For me, I personally have the same opinion with Alina as well. So, are you guys ready to help the student?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Um, it looks like I should be the first one to show my opinion, offer advice to the writers. I believe that students can raise pets. The reason for this is that pets relieve the academic stress that students receive the most. Like I said before, I used to raise hamsters and parrots. They've been in the heaven for a long time now, but we've still made good memories together. Anyway, they always stay with us and give us a lot of help. Even though they cannot wash dishes or do laundry, they still could be a best friend. When I was in Korea, I went to almost like 4 academies a day. I always arrived at 10 every night, did homework, reviewed school subjects, and went to sleep. It was literally a hell, but it was my pet that kept me alive and this hard time and stress. They relieved my academic stress, and I improved my responsibility as cleaning up their houses as well. There are definitely zero difficulties or demerits that pets give us. I would really like to recommend this anonymous student to have a pet, but I have some advice before that. First, don't keep a pet if you are going to neglect or leave it unattended. Besides, ask for a cute excuse and promise your parents that you will do everything for your pet by your own. If you follow these, you must be the best owner.
Oh, that's true. Now I hear you. I certainly wanted to have a pet.
Thanks. Alina, give us your opinion and advice for the others.
Sure. I like this topic very much, and I agree with students to have pets. Before I start, I want to say that people should keep in mind that pets are not objects or food and should be taken care once you own it. These friends can be a companion that you can cherish and love. Many people find sense of purpose from having pets. For some, it is an enjoyable and a form of companionship and stress relief. For others, it is a good experience of gaining knowledge about animals. I arrive home earlier than my parents. After a long school day, I return home and open the door. I would see my cat waiting for me somewhere near the door. My cat gives me a feeling of like everything is fine and as usual. And I believe it is much better to return to a home where somebody waits for you than to an empty room. I feel the same responsibility as David. No, not David. Daniel, sorry. While taking care of my cat, because if I don't feed him, he will be hungry. Or if he doesn't feel well, I need to give it help. So students who want a pet would probably feel the same responsibility. And I would like to give some advices to the students who would like to have a pet. First of all, it is better to have some knowledge about the animal that you want to keep. Um, you cannot go to the shop and say, "Oh, I want a flying squirrel," or while you don't know, while you expect that the flying squirrel will play with you in the morning, but flying squirrels usually sleep in the morning and um, are awake at night. So it is very important to know something about the animal that you keep.
That's interesting. So you mean that pets can soothe our loneliness? So like if we arrive back to our home and if we see the dog or cat or anything keeping our keeping and waiting for us, we will feel like some really coziness and that comfortable life, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Jisu, can you share your idea now?
Okay. I've never had a pet, and I wanted to have a pet, but I didn't have a pet because the one of the reason why I didn't have a pet was sanitary problems. My family don't like a dirty house, especially my mom more don't like. If I have a pet, like a dog or a dog or cat, there will be pet stools all over the house. Even a well-trained pet, unless you put it in the trash and throw it away, the smell will continue. The pet food is so thin and that it's hard to clean. So I have many friends who have pets. For example, one of my friends, she had a pet dog, and she live in a apartment. But there was a problem. Her dog barked too much, so the resident complained, and her dog underwent Booker-Cool surgery. So my friend told me that the operation cost a lot. Hygiene and noise are the ones of the problem when raising a pet, but also it will cost a lot of money. Besides the price of feed and snacks, it will cost a lot. So I think we don't have to raise any pet.
Mm-hmm. That also makes sense. For first
Yes.
conclusion of Jesus' thought, Jesus thinks we have taken away the freedom of animals, and animals cause problems by kicking or biting, so they becomes a troublemaker. Hmm, I think that just about wrapped it up for today. Did you enjoy this podcast?
Yes. I was a little bit nervous. Uh, you can see from um, when I was talking, I mixed names, David and Daniel. Well, I'm very sorry about it. Jisu, how about you?
Me too. I really worried about running this podcast, but it seems I did well on it.
Thank you for your cooperation, you guys. I'm so satisfied with our first episode of our podcast. If you guys have any worries or anxieties, we would love to answer them. You can follow us on Instagram and DM to Student Remedy and Student under slash Remedy what you want to ask us.
I guarantee that one of your boys' questions will definitely be chosen as the topic of our next podcast episode.
Yeah,
Yay.
it was Student Remedy. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and then we'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye!